Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the February 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do have recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. At column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's coming just in general for February, so any big items for you. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. Column 3 is going to be anything related to love. And in our 4th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. It's almost like advice to take into February with you. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's go ahead and get into it here. So our summary affirmation card for that column number 1, kind of big messages coming for February. We have the summary affirmation card of potential. I love to see this. It means there's going to be a ton of potential in February for you. It can go any direction you want. You can get anything you want to get done in February. Again, just a ton of potential. So that's great to see. But let's see what messages I have here for you. Okay, so first up we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is one of those cards that's always favorable for you, Sagittarius. This is a card though of finding out information, so I do feel like you're finding out something this month. This is kind of coming through as like an aha moment or like life's purpose. So I feel like this information we're finding out is pretty significant. I feel like it's going to put you forward on your life's path. I definitely think it will unlock a lot of potential for you as well there. The next card we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords has a lot of different meanings, but I think this is also, again, finding out that information. This is finding out truth, finding out information. So definitely finding something out in these next few weeks or month. And again, it's going to come as like an aha moment or like be connected to your life's purpose or life's path. So I think this is rather meaningful. Also, you can kind of tell the importance of this information just because we have 2 cards here. 2 cards focused on that, finding out that information. At the bottom, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is being in a position of power. It's having that ability to make bold moves. This is also a card about leading yourself forward, about taking the lead on something. So, again, some sort of life's purpose, some sort of aha, something significant that's then going to send you into action. We're going to make some bold moves, make some power moves now based off of this information that we're finding out. I like this because, again, definitely an enabler to reach that potential that we're seeing coming through so strongly with that summary affirmation card. All right, looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In this case with the Ace of Swords, this is new clarity, mental clarity, which makes sense. Again, we're finding out that information, so there's definitely something we're going to be getting clarity on that we didn't have before. The next card we have is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of luxury. This is a card of enjoying yourself, so I like to see those 2 things paired together. So I feel like we're going to be happy with this news. We're going to be happy with the path that this news is putting us on. Again, I feel like there's enjoyment, there's luxury happening here. This is a card of gains as well, and in this case I think it's really the knowledge that we're gaining. This could help with some financial gains though too, but again I feel like this is more about gaining the knowledge, but then also some enjoyment that's coming along there with it. And at the bottom we have the Ace of Cups. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, connected to love. But in this case, I would hone in on the word here, proposal. And I feel like this is, again, the opportunity. And this is the thing we're going to start making bold moves on, that we're going to lead ourselves forward on, just now having the information and seeing so much potential in this situation. So really like this spread. Again, so much potential, and I feel like we're really going to start to make some moves based on information that we find out. All right, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So quick money affirmation for you to get started here. Love is the intention behind all of my transactions. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. First up, we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups has two wildly different meanings. I'm going to give you those meanings though. So first up, we have our fourth cup here. This is like a surprise gift. So I feel like you could be getting a raise. You could be getting a bonus. You could be getting a bonus day off, something along those lines. So I do feel like the surprise gift is coming into effect. The other thing I want to point out though, if you look at the person on this card, they're kind of sitting under their tree, their arms are crossed. They're really not that happy. So there's like this lack of fulfillment, apathy, discontentment that we see with the Four of Cups. So I feel like that's quite literally it. I feel like there's something that you're not in love with right now. There's something we're a little discontent with as it relates to career or financial situation. If we move on to our next card, we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card of deep love. It's string together. It's partnership card. There could be a relationship that's especially important this month in terms of money or moving on to a new career. But anytime we have two of something on a card, this can also be a decision. And I feel like there is a decision that needs to be made. Again, we're feeling a little discontent. We're feeling a little unhappy. So I feel like we need to make a decision on what our next move is. Are we going to stay in this situation that we're feeling kind of meh about, or are we going to go after something new here? Our next card, we have the Death card. Anytime we have the Death card, I like to mention it doesn't actually mean death, but it does indicate transformation, change, moving on. And I do feel like that's going to be the decision for the majority of you. We are going to, I think, start looking for a new job. It could be in the company or it could be elsewhere. But again, I feel like we have this kind of discontentment. The gift's going to help a little, but it doesn't fix the underlying way that we're feeling. So I feel like we're making the decision to transform, to move on to something new here. So I feel like this could be the early stages of looking for a new job here. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a leadership card. I think some of you could be tired of a boss or a leader. Some of you could really desire to be a leader as well, or the opposite, like you're a leader now and you don't want to be the boss anymore. But I do feel like it's one of those situations. So leadership is the standout word that I'm seeing with the King of Wands there. The next card we have is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of feeling like we're in a low place. The sky is dark, the person's laying down flat, they have all these swords stuck into them. It's really wanting more. Again, we're discontent, we're feeling like we're in a low place. So I feel like we're making that decision to move on to something new, just given the feelings that we're seeing with the Four of Cups and then also that Ten of Swords. At the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. If you've watched my readings before, you've probably heard me say that before. But this is like everything good. You have the nice, beautiful, full rainbow. We have the happy couple, kids playing, the house in the background. There's just something better. There's something more out there for you. This is total love, support, happiness, contentment. I really do think we're going to move on to something new. And in this case, I feel like this something new is going to be really promising. Huge sense of contentment there, which is great coming from a position that was once discontent. I think there will be some great relationships there. Also, if you're trying to buy a house, that nice little house around in the background of the Ten of Cups is a good one for you as well. All right, now let's talk anything related to love. So quick love message here for you. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. It's patience, delayed, waiting, delayed success. You see this person planted their pentacles and they're waiting for them to grow. So there's something we're waiting on here. Up next, we have the Magician. The Magician is a card where anything is possible, but we start to take very inspired action. So this is like motivation to get done the things we need to get done, the support that we need to get done. I do think we're in this position of waiting, and we're very promptly this month going to move to being in a position of action. Something is going to end, something is going to come to a close with the World card here. This is like completing a lesson, completing a goal, the world coming full circle. So whatever this thing is we're waiting on will come to an end, and now I see you taking very prompt and inspired action. So I like to see that. I like to see the waiting come to an end for you. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is very much shows like nose to the grindstone, getting to work. Again, that something is coming to an end, the wait is coming to an end, and now we're actually going to get to work. We're going to start taking action. We also have the Seven of Cups. This can be a very busy card. You see there's something different in each cup. So again, I feel like we are getting going, we're getting moving, we're getting busy on this thing that it is that you want, that you've been waiting for. One thing I will say with the Seven of Cups, this can be a little bit non-committal. So make sure that we're focused on what we want. We're committed to what we want, so then we can really make sure we're taking the correct action. At the bottom, we have the Hermit. The Hermit's a card of going within for clarity. I feel like this is like finding out information potentially as well. So maybe that's the thing that we were waiting on. But I feel like we got clarity, and now the wait is over. Lots of information coming in, it seems. I feel like that kind of echoes that message of the first column. Not to say that those are one and the same thing. All right, now looking at our fourth and final column, we have a message from our future self or spirit guides, almost like advice for the month of February. You have the summary affirmation card of repetition. There's either a pattern, there's something we need to start doing regularly, there's something we need to do routinely, or there is some sort of repetition, something mundane that we need to break up. But let's see what messages we have here for you. Okay, I think this is a habit that we need to get into. So first up, we have the Knight of Cups. This is like Prince or Princess Charming, knight in shining armor, very romantic, very proposal-like. Typically a love card. But honing in on the proposal, I feel like there's an opportunity out here, and it's like, how do we get to the opportunity? We need to start like incorporating this into our routine, start to move towards it. The next card we have is the High Priestess. This is about trusting our gut, trusting our intuition. So you know what you need to get to this perfect reality. But again, we really need to commit. We need to start doing it regularly. We need to start making progress towards it regularly. The next, or excuse me, the bottom card we have is the Hangman. The Hangman's going within, this can be kind of stagnant. This is about having wisdom. This is about having perspective. But I feel like we see it, we want it, we know how to get there, but we've been stagnant to this point. So again, we need to start to build up, start moving towards it, start taking action for the things that we want here. Looking at our clarifiers, we have the Knight of Swords. This is a card of action and change. Again, we need to start taking action towards this. We need the repetition. We need the repeat motion, the continued focus. The next card we have is the World card. The World card's completing a goal, completing a lesson. I am hearing that you have the knowledge. Again, you've already learned the lesson. You have the knowledge. You know what you need to do. We already kind of said that with the High Priestess, though. That's like trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. You've already very inherently known what needs to be done here, Sagittarius. And at the bottom, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of leaving a legacy. So, you know, this will be a big win. This is a legacy type thing. There's going to be a lot that comes with this. So it'll be really meaningful. So if you needed any more reason to go after this, you already really want it. But it's like, yes, this will be impactful. This will be long term. Again, it kind of gives that leave a legacy type vibe. All right, Sagittarius, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 8 of Hearts, number 36 card. That is going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 6 of Hearts, number 3 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 5 of diamonds, number 28 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of February. You have turquoise. I haven't seen turquoise in so long. This is good for self-responsibility, forging your own destiny, and help saying no when we need. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, healing is not an overnight process. It's a daily cleansing of pain, a daily healing of your life. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful February.